What's up, world? It's your guy, Chris Naghibi. I'm back again. This week, we're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to talk about what my day looks like. Dull and boring as that sounds, I think what it's going to do away with is some of the myths of what working hard and success looks like. I think people have this idea that you're on a boat or you're on a yacht somewhere, you're driving fancy cars and going on crazy vacations. And that might be the case for some people, but every entrepreneur I know that really owns a business, and I'm not talking about somebody who's self-employed and works for themselves, I'm talking about somebody who's grown it beyond themselves, doesn't really work that way. You got to put in time, you got to put in effort, you got to treat your business like an extension of you, and that requires you to be there working. Even if you're making passive income, what do you do when you get a little bit of passive income? You want more passive income. So you go out there and get it. So most days, I wake up pretty early, around 5 o'clock in the morning. I get downstairs and start working. We do a lot of social media posts, and that's kind of our newest initiative, is pushing stuff on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. We just started YouTube, not a lot of followers there, just under 100. We hope to get a lot more, and we're starting this as our way of doing that. TikTok, we're just over 2,000 followers in about 2.5, 3 months. Proud of the success there, but definitely not seeing the type of growth that we hope we can get with this kind of content. We are starting to see a lot more engagement and a lot more interaction with people and a lot more content coming our way. So we think that that will probably propel growth over the next couple of months. I hope by the end of the year to be at least at 10,000 followers for TikTok. On the other hand, Instagram's growth has been exceptional for us. We've been posting 2 reels a day, the same way we've been posting at least 2 stories on TikTok a day. And that has seen the most tremendous growth out of all the things that we've been doing. That has actually seen a growth from about 30,000 followers to north of 70,000 followers as of the date of this video. We hope by the end of the year to be at least about 150,000, maybe 175,000 followers, and scaling growth with time. In order to do those things and still work a normal W-2 job, that means I got to get up early. I got to plan the day out. We have a social media team, 2 lovely ladies behind the camera right now helping me out. They help prepare the videos in advance. I'll do voiceover work with the microphone set up and everything behind me. We'll set that up in advance and it'll come to me the day I post. I prepare both days' posts early in the morning. Then when I'm finished planning the day out, I go straight into working out if I have time. Usually I don't. Make breakfast for myself, my son, spend a little bit of time with the family, and then it's off to work. I'll work a 9 to 5. I work at the bank. I work a job like everyone else does, and you can't really make exceptions to that work schedule. That's the kind of work schedule that you have to do. So what do? You get there on time, you do your job, you power through your day, and you stay there as long as you need to in order to get the work done. Sometimes that ends at 5 o'clock, and sometimes that might end at 8 o'clock. Sometimes it requires travel. But the beauty in having that W-2 job is it affords me the stability, and it affords me the mental gap in my day to be able to think about all the other things that I'm doing. And some of those things are, I run a law firm. I've got 2 big cases right now, including a pro bono case that's taken up a lot of my time in the evenings. And I've got a real estate company which has properties for sale, a growing franchise in the Midwest in Oklahoma, and we're possibly looking at expanding into Texas. And all these things require touches and time and people who need to talk to you. So you have to block out your day in a way that allows you to continue to do your work, as well as address the concerns that are time sensitive throughout the day, if there are any. Sometimes it's as simple as text messaging, sometimes it's emails, sometimes it's just knowing that you can't take a normalized lunch like everybody else does and go have, an hour and a half with your friends. You got to use that lunch to work. So depending on my day, I'm fluid. I like to keep things wide open and figure out how to go throughout the day. But when my day ends, I'm back on the phones again, trying to talk to everybody and touch them. Try to hear how people in the Midwest day went, try to hear how sales are going, try to respond to emails that might be real estate related, might be law firm related. And then I get home, spend a little bit of time with my son, I get him into the bathtub. I spend this family time that I think is vital for my personal sanity, and it makes my wife and my son very happy, and frankly, it's the best part of my day. But then what do? While a lot of people are out there watching sitcoms or settling in for their night or having a beer and, going to bed, I'm up working. More often than not, I'm up working on all those things, whether it's working on the additional social media stuff, whether it's the real estate company, the law firm. I try to prioritize what it is that needs to get done for the next day or that might have time-sensitive planning. I live and die by that calendar. I make those sacrifices with my personal time. I used to spend a lot more time at the gym. I used to spend a lot more time doing things socially with friends, and I love my friends. But to me, right now, the commitment is growing these brands. And the biggest push we have is this social media platform, talking to you, giving back. It's my way of saying thank you to all the people along the way who helped me, who took me under their wing. A lot of whom who gave me the opportunity to be in the position that I'm at today, not only at the bank, but to be an attorney, to be a real estate broker, to have these companies. A lot of people gave me opportunities and took chances on me, and I wanted to give that back. So this is how we decided to do it. But I don't want there to be any confused message to people about how much work really goes into this. So much so that I wanted people to understand you get hit up by gurus, by people that are trying to give you the easy way out. You shouldn't want the easy way out. You should want to work hard. You should want to enjoy your efforts into something. You should take personal pride into building something and putting that energy into it over time. And I'm not guaranteeing success. I mean, look at our TikTok channel. At, a little over 2,000 followers, that's not a big success. Look at our Instagram channel. At 70,000 followers, there are people with millions of followers that would laugh at what we're doing. But that doesn't mean you don't stay consistent and you don't try to learn and grow and figure things out with time. Use me as an example. Follow your own path. But don't get down on yourself when the winds aren't coming right at you, because sometimes they won't. You need to take personal joy and passion and those little shots of dopamine along the way, those little tiny wins. Set little goals for yourself. I said earlier that when it came to TikTok, I want to be at a certain number by the end of the year, 10,000. As we go along that path and we get closer to that number of 10,000, those are little hits of dopamine, little hits of endorphins that keep you going, that keep you positive. And as long as you can focus on those little wins along the way, you'll get to those big goals. And that's all that really matters, is that you're achieving the goals that you set out for yourself over time. And as you get to those goals, you get close to those goals, you'll find bigger ones. I want to be big on social media, not because I want to make tons of money from it, not because I want to be known or famous, but because I want to grow the platform, build the model, and understand how this form of marketing, how this content, how this new age and era can impact myself, my businesses, and continue to keep us all relevant. And if nothing else, it's a way to give back, but also show my son a legacy over time of all the things that we've been able to do and grow from. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope it brings you some kind of value. Like, follow, subscribe. And remember this one thing, no matter what you do, stay positive, stay focused, work hard.